Hi guys, and welcome back to Rich Go Energy Podcast. I'm your host Priyanka and this is episode 10. We have hit double digits. I just wanted to say thank you to every single person that has subscribed to my channel, watches and listens to my videos. I do really appreciate it. Today's episode is called Protecting Your Peace. If you know me, you know how much I love protecting my peace. This episode has been broken down into 5 different chapters, obviously according to whichever chapter you want to watch and listen to. Feel free to skip to that one. I'm going to be starting off with chapter 1, which is called Peace is something that you create. It's not something that you're working towards. It's something that you actively create for yourself. A lot of the time, I feel like people think peace is something that you just gain at the end of uni, at the end of school, something like that. It's not something that you finally reach. It's something that you actually create for yourself along the line. Peace isn't something that waits for the most perfect time. It's something that you protect. There will always be uncertainty in life. There will always be negativity in life. There will always be chaos in life. There will also be moments in life that are very unclear. There will always be situations that challenge you. There is a massive difference between someone that is consistently overwhelmed and someone that is grounded. The person that is grounded, it's not because their life is easier. It's because they choose to protect their peace and protect their inner environment. The woman that protects her peace understands and knows that her emotional space matters. The people you allow into your life, the job that you have, the things that you have, everything contributes to your peace. She pays attention to what she allows into her life and who she allows into her life. If you know me, you know that I will not be friends with every single person I come across. I'm the type of person to literally read people and see how they are as a person before actually being friends with them. I can't actively be friends with every single person because everyone's energies are different. People aren't aligned with me and people have different goals in life, people have different paths. If you are not aligned with me, or we don't think the same and we don't have the same habits, or we're not on the same path or similar paths, I cannot be friends with you. The conversations that you engage in and get yourself involved with plays a part in your life. The people that you keep close and in your environment play a part in your life. The environments that you spend time in play a massive part of your life. You shouldn't be waiting until you're tired and exhausted to be able to protect your peace or create this peace. With me, as soon as something makes me feel heavy or feel uncomfortable, I have to move away. I have to protect my peace and make sure I'm in environments that make my life easier, happier and healthier. Peace isn't something that you will suddenly have in your life. It's something you build slowly with every decision that you make. Choosing silence instead of having to react immediately. Choosing to rest instead of pushing yourself too much. Choosing to distance from situations that burn you out. Choosing to distance yourself from situations or people that disturb your peace. Peace grows massively when you start to respect your emotional capacity. When you stop treating energy as if it's unlimited and you're going to keep getting energy. That is how people drain you of your energy. By taking and taking and taking. Protecting your peace is treating yourself as if you are valuable. Now I'm going to be moving on to chapter 2, which is called Not Everything Deserves Your Energy. When I tell you, I cannot stress this enough. I'm so glad that this is something that I've always stood by and I've always understood. And I feel like a lot of people really need to understand this. But when a specific situation or people do not need you involved, you are not involved. Why do you go get yourself involved? Maybe because you want attention or you just want to be involved. But this is how you disturb your peace. This is one of the biggest reasons why you lose your peace, is because you get involved unnecessarily. Engaging in conversations that actually don't need to happen. Getting involved in situations that were never yours to begin with. A lot of people lose their peace, not because life is hard, it's because you get yourself into a situation that you don't need to even get yourself into. You feel like you're responsible for everything that is happening around you, when you're not. Those are the type of people that have to respond to everything, they have to react to everything, they have to say something, they have to keep explaining themselves to justify their decisions. But in order to protect your peace, you need to know that not everything needs a reaction, not everything needs a response, not everything needs your input, not everything deserves your energy. The woman that protects her peace knows that she has to be selective. Selective with energy, selective with attention, selective with her responses, selective with where she invests her emotional intelligence, her emotional energy. For example, with me, when I respond to something or there's a situation that if I have to respond to something, I always think to myself, is it worth it? Do I need to say anything? Am I involved? If the answer is no, I walk away or I just leave it, because why would I willingly pour my energy into something that doesn't require it or doesn't need me to? It just makes no sense. I'm just wasting my time and energy, and time is very precious. And when you stop responding to every single small thing and stop getting involved, your life becomes quieter. For a lot of people, I know if it becomes quieter, it feels boring, but that's because you've never really felt peace before, so you think it's boring. If you're always around chaos, you're going to always want to be around all these situations that take your peace away. And the quietness is what creates space for clarity. Now I'm going to be moving on to chapter 3, which is called Boundaries Are How Peace Survives. I've spoken about boundaries before on my channel, and I have said that they are very important. Peace cannot exist without boundaries. And remember, boundaries are for you. Without these boundaries, your emotional space becomes public. People will start to bring their stress into your life, their chaos, their negativity. Why would you want that? And slowly, your calm, your peace, your happiness will disappear. Boundaries aren't there to push people away. They're actually there for your own peace and clarity. They're actually there to protect your peace. If you're used to being very nice and accommodating, at first boundaries are going to be hard. But once you start to get used to it, you're going to realize how much those boundaries are actually helping you. A woman who protects her peace knows that discomfort is a part of growth. She doesn't have to over-explain, she doesn't have to negotiate, and the people that respect her will stay in her life. Now I'm going to be moving on to chapter 4, which is called Your Environment Shapes Your Energy. This is also another big one I just need to talk about. I don't think people realise how much the people that they surround themselves with and the environments that they are in shape who they actually are. If you are around people that cause chaos, have bad energy, gossip all the time, that is who you're going to turn out to be. If you're around someone that has calm energy, looks after themselves and is healthy, that is who you will become. That is who you will be. Peace isn't just internal, it's actually what and who you allow into your life. The spaces that you spend time in play a massive part in your life. The people who you interact with daily play a massive part in your life. And the conversations that you participate in play a massive part of your life. All of these things affect your nervous system. If you surround yourself with people that are consistently gossiping and being negative, your mind will never fully settle, your body will never fully settle. Protecting your peace means you become very intentional with who you allow into your life and what you allow into your life. A woman that protects her peace, designs a life that is very calming. You allow quiet moments, you build routines that give you stability and peace, you limit the amount of chaos in your life. This means that you're growing and you're realizing what actually brings you peace in life. A few things that help me are I turn off notifications so I don't get messages from people because busy getting on with my routine. I don't want to be disturbed. I only allow people into my life if they bring me happiness, safety and peace. If they don't, bye. And I spend time with the people that I love and obviously by myself as well, so that I am pouring to myself as well as other people around me that pour into me as well. These small adjustments can make a massive difference in your life and changes how your nervous system feels, and your nervous system should feel regulated, not dysregulated. And finally, I'm going to be moving on to chapter 5, which is called The Power of Walking Away. Sometimes you just have to walk away. Take a step back, think about it, and then walk away if it's not for you. There's a lot of people that I walk away from, I stay quiet around, because I feel like my energy and your energy do not align, and I don't want to have people in my space that do not align with me. You don't have to react, you don't have to explain, you don't need to try to fix anything. A woman that protects her peace knows that she doesn't have to say something for every single situation that happens in your life. Sometimes you just have to emotionally disengage. It means that you don't actually need to prove a point. You know who you are, you understand who you are, and you can just walk away. And I think with me, I know I do things with a good heart, I look after people, I care for people. So when I feel like that isn't given back to me, or I feel like the alignment isn't there, I can just walk away, because more time people know exactly what they're doing and how they're behaving, whether it's not supporting you, not being there for you, and just wanting to monitor what you do in your life but not be there for you. I just can't associate with people like that. I just feel like that isn't for me. And let's be real, a lot of the time people know what they're doing, so I could just walk away, because I know on my side I haven't done anything that I shouldn't have done. When you stop entertaining what disturbs your peace, your life will become so much more calmer, and that calm is the baseline or foundation of the life that you are building. Thank you guys for watching and listening to this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next episode. Mwah!